Do you know that moment when the world seems to shrink? When your to-do list stops being a set of items and transforms into an opaque, heavy mass in your chest? A constant noise in your mind that whispers, "You can't handle this." Your breath gets shallow, your thoughts race, and the only action that seems possible is to freeze. If this sounds familiar, pause and take a deep breath with me right now, because this video is not another generic manual. It's an invitation for a truce, a safe space where, over the next few minutes, we will dismantle piece by piece that feeling of overwhelm and find a path back to your own center. I promise that, by the end, you will have more than steps. You will have a new lens through which to look at your anxiety and what you call productivity. If you want to transform your relationship with internal pressure and make your productivity an act of care, not torture, consider being part of this community. Clicking subscribe and the bell is a gentle reminder to YouTube that you want more of this type of conversation. It's you choosing to nourish yourself with content that welcomes your mind, and I am truly honored to have you here. Productivity for an anxious mind does not start with doing more. It starts with noticing less. It seems contradictory, doesn't it? But think about it. Overwhelm is born when we try to hold the entire ocean in our hands. Every obligation, every worry about the future, every unanswered email becomes a wave in that internal sea. And we stand on the sand, trying to push all the waves back, thinking calm depends on our control over the tide. The real shift begins when we realize we are trying to control the uncontrollable. The first and deepest technique, therefore, is not an action, but a change in internal landscape. It's the sensory anchoring point. It's not about formal meditation, but about creating a micro-habit of escape from the mental narrative. When the whirlwind begins, instead of fighting the thoughts, gently guide your attention to 3 things you can see, 2 things you can touch, and the sound of your own breathing. This is not escapism. It's anchoring. It's you telling your mind, in this exact moment, I am here, and that is my only task. From that small harbor of presence, a new perspective becomes possible. You see the list, but now you perceive it's not a single monster. It's a collection of small things painted with the same brush of panic, and here is a crucial insight. We confuse emotional urgency with real urgency. Anxiety screams that everything is for now, and conventional productivity screams back to do it faster. But anti-anxiety productivity whispers a question. What, at this very instant, has the physical weight of a stone in my stomach? Usually, it's just one thing. Maybe it's not even a task, but a difficult conversation you need to have, or a decision you've been postponing. It's the pebble in your shoe. Identifying it strips the power from the nebulous monster. You trade a war against a fog for a concrete problem with contours that can be touched and, therefore, faced. With that single problem in hand, the mind, which was once a hall of distorting mirrors, begins to calm. And now we can enter the most powerful territory, breaking down the task into minimal, insignificant gestures. For anxiety, write the report is an insurmountable mountain. But what if the only mission is open a blank document and type the title? That scares no one. The idea is to go so small that resistance and panic simply find nowhere to grip. You are no longer writing a chapter. You are just writing any 3 sentences. This act of making things microscopically simple is a direct antidote to paralysis. You are building a trail of breadcrumbs that even the most frightened part of you can follow. The moment you complete that minimal gesture, something fundamental happens. You break the cycle of self-criticism before it even forms, because you did exactly what you set out to do. This creates a small point of trust, physical proof for your anxious mind that action is possible. And this is where we introduce the transition ritual. After each micro task, instead of rushing to the next, take a conscious 1-minute pause. Stand up, look out the window, stretch your body, take a sip of water. This minute is a signal to your nervous system. It draws a clear line in time saying, that is finished, now there is space. This ritual is the direct antidote to that initial mental crowding, that constant noise whispering that you couldn't handle it. You are, little by little, silencing the noise with intentional pauses. And finally, we reach the pinnacle, the game-changing insight. True productivity, for us, is not measured by what we cross off a list. It's measured by the degree of peace that remains in our mind after the action. The desired end result is not a perfect day. It's a day where you feel you were present in it, where anxiety was a background note, not the main symphony. When you go to close your day, instead of asking, "What did I do?" try asking, "In which moments was I truly here?" This question redirects your entire search. Productivity stops being a hammer to crush anxiety and becomes a space you build around it, a space where it's possible to breathe and act, even with it by your side. So now, with this new understanding, the feeling is different, isn't it? The overwhelm doesn't magically disappear, but it loses its solidity. It becomes a series of moments, of conscious choices, of small anchors. You are no longer on the sand, trying to control the sea. You are learning to surf on your own breath, trusting that each minimal movement, each micro gesture, each ritualized pause moves you forward. Calm is not the mandatory starting point. It's the natural byproduct of gentle, fragmented attention. If this feeling of clarity and possibility resonated with you, if you want to go further and learn how to transform your digital routine, which is often a source of anxiety, into a tool for self-knowledge and recovery, I have a special invitation. In the video that appears now, we'll dive into creating a digital self-care system. It will be the perfect continuation of this journey. It's the next natural step for anyone who wants to build a life where productivity and peace genuinely coexist. Until then, and remember, the only thing you need to do right now is breathe. Everything else can wait.